Berdeshevsky, and as they went back, I said, but did you know Joe? Because he taught me how to ride a bicycle. So I had to visit my old haunts, because this city is filled with my ghosts, and I write about my ghosts, and I talk to my ghosts, and some of them are parent ghosts, and some of them are lover ghosts, and some of them are Margo ghosts. And that all goes into the stories. The book is called Beautiful Soon Enough. And I will read you one of the blurbs from it, not because I want to flatter myself, but because it leads me into talking to you a little bit about the book. Sven Berkertz, who is a critic for the New York Times, who is an editor of Agni, lovely literary journal, said that I understood the diabolical complexity of the human heart and how eros is a form of intelligence as well as a drive, and writing with lyric accuracy and necessary forgiveness about the turmoils of love. She also declares the eighth deadly sin, the refusal of intense experience. Well, the book begins with an epigraph which comes from a song that Jean Moreau made famous. Moi je mords la terre comme un fruit. For those of you who want a translation, me, I bite the earth like a fruit. And so I bite the earth to tell these stories, and I bite my heart. Maybe I bite your heart. I don't know. There are no vampire stories in this. In good Talmudic fashion, I'm not a Talmudic scholar at all, but I'll start with the last story of the book, and it's called Contract. The contract they made, when it began, had this for content: when or if we do not love as we do now, we can stop the engine. That's it. We've said it. All I have is you. And they signed it, their fingertips dipped first in a $100 bottle of red wine, and then in each one's perfume. The ink they used to sign the page stained their hands like henna tattoos. They did not wash for a week. The white and shiny car was found. The husband, who outlived her, did as they promised, tasted her ashes before he gave the wind its portion. The problem was that he did not die quickly afterwards as predicted, that predictions are unreliable, that there were 1,000 more places to make love, more, that he lived and continued to count, a man with eyelashes longer than hers. It began with the husband. Let's not have children, love. Let's be only us, like this forever. Like this was traveling. Like this was fingers and tongues and thirst and thrusting and riding in 100 places in a year. They would count. Between the Bombay garden shadows, past midnight low light in a town square in Tuscany. He laughed, right here in front of God and everyone. Yes, she said, leading. A rooftop in the East Village under fireworks, and then sleet. In the Plaza Hotel elevator, one hand on the red stop button, one demanding to be inside her quickly. At the Montauk tide line, a stiffened winter deer washed up on the same sand. In a Denver road stop, in a hotel flame, with no curtains, with hunger, with steak, in a train station at dawn in Iowa, on a lake raft fronting a house they never owned. They wanted to have made love in 1,000 places before they died. They were dying. Nothing to cry about, so was everybody. The wife stopped it. "My heart can burst now," she wrote on the hotel mirror in Barcelona, using nail polish, the same color as the fuchsia orchids on their breakfast table. Then she drove the white, shiny car until it burst. Nothing in their contract said that.
Wow.
And the next story comes from a little after the beginning, and it's called Retro. Come, come, sit down. Don't be uncomfortable. Find a chair and sit down.
I'll go snuggle over there.
Susan, you can sit up.
Oh, thanks.
I'll get you a chair.
Several. No, I'll just squeeze it